Hi friends, it's me, Miss Chacon, and I'm here. It's Tuesday, and I hope you all had a great spring break last week. And today I have on my flower headband, and I'm wearing it because it reminds me of Mama Coco from one of my favorite cartoons, Coco. I love Coco. And what I would like you to do is tell me on Class Dojo, what is your favorite Disney movie or even regular movie and tell me why. For me, I love Coco because of that song Remember Me, Remember Me, though I have to say goodbye. I love that song. So tell me why you love that movie and let me know because movies are one thing that we can do in quarantine right now. Right now, because we get to stay home, we get to watch some cool movies. So, tell me your favorite movie that you've been watching at home. Right now, one of my favorite movies I've been watching at home is Coco. Okay, so let's get started on our language arts today. So, what we're going to just remember to turn in your homework. Every single time you turn in your homework, you get a dojo point. So, right now, what I can do with Fabian, because he turned in his homework, I can click on him and press he's been working hard, and Fabian gets a dojo point. So that's how it works, my friends. So every single time you send me a picture or you turn it in through your portfolio or your parents email me, however you turn in your homework, it doesn't matter how, but however you decide to turn in your homework, you get a dojo point. If you get to 15 dojo points, you're going to get your favorite picture posted on Class Dojo. So you can draw a really pretty picture or create a Lego tower or make some really good food, whatever you like. I want to see what you've been doing and what you've been creating while we've been at home. So let me know, and once you get 15 points, we'll get to post it on Class Dojo. Okay, my friends? So let's get started. So, what we're going to be reading about today is school days. And remember, our unit is about the past, the present, and the future. And what we're trying to find out is why is the past important? Well, we do learn from the past, just like how I said yesterday. In the past, I learned how to add and subtract, and today I can teach how to add and subtract. Many things happen in the past. So let's learn today about the schools that are in the past and the schools that are now. So let's read. Long ago, many children were unable to attend school. Actually, what I'm going to do first is I'm going to have our favorite reader read it first. Let's see.
School days.
Long ago, many children were unable to attend school. Their families needed them to work in factories or on their farms. In the 1800s,
So these schools are about the past. So many kids could not go to school. I don't know about you all, but I don't remember the last time you were working at a farm and you couldn't come to school, or you couldn't get on Class Dojo because you went to the factory to go work today. So those are schools in the past. A lot of kids could not go to school because they had to help their parents work on the farm, or they had to go to factories or different things like that. So let's keep reading.
many schools consisted of one room.
Some very young children didn't get to go to school. They went to work instead.
Did you hear that? Some very young children didn't get to go to school. They went to work instead. Oh, I'd be so sad if you could not be in my class because you had to go work at McDonald's or because you had to go work at work for your business and you had to go work at the hospital because you're a doctor. I'd be so sad if you couldn't come to school. Is it like that today though? Can you not come to school because you have a job? I hope at 7 or 6 years old you don't have a job. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to read this first page through and then we'll go to this next page. So it says school days. And read this part with me, my friends, okay? Long ago, many children were unable to attend school. Can you remember the reasons why? What's one of the reasons? They had to work on a farm or they had a job. Their families needed them to work in factories or on their farms. In the 1800s, many schools consisted of one room. And then at the bottom, here's this picture. You see all these little kids? They're working at their job. They're not at school. They look like they're making some furniture, some may be sewing. So imagine if you weren't able to come to school or you weren't able to go on class dojo because you were too busy making a chair for your family. Oh my goodness. So some very young children didn't get to go to school. They went to work instead. Let's look at this next page.
In a one-room schoolhouse, the younger students sat up front, and the older ones sat in the back.
One teacher taught children of all ages reading, writing, and math. Students dipped pens in ink to practice their ABCs.
When we practice our ABCs, do you get a pen and dip it in ink before you have to write? If you want to draw a picture, do you have to get a pen and dip it in ink before we color a beautiful painting, a beautiful picture? So that's how some things in the past have changed. Now I can just give you a pen and you can write, or a pencil that you just need to sharpen and you can start writing and practicing your ABCs, or you can just get some crayons and color your ABCs. So that's one way that schools are different in the past from now. So let's keep reading.
They learned poems by heart to recite to the class. Poor schools just had a few old books and no heat. Wealthier schools.
So what they mean by poor schools, they didn't have heat. So remember how when we were in our classroom, I used to turn on the heater or the air. I would turn on the heater if it was too cold, or I would turn on the air conditioning if it was too hot. That's really nice because that helps us be comfortable. But in older schools of the past, they were not able to have heat or air conditioning if they were hot or cold. Also, sorry, let's just keep reading. We'll find out after.
Had new books and stoves.
So I'll read this part again. One teacher taught children of all ages reading, writing, and math. So here's this teacher in the back, and here's kids of all ages. Could you imagine just me teaching all the kids in first grade, second grade, third grade, fourth grade, and fifth grade, all in one classroom? So I'd be teaching you, all your siblings, everyone all in one classroom, our little tiny classroom, all of the kids at Kittredge. I'd be teaching all the kids from first to fifth, all of them in one little classroom. That's how it was. Let's go to the next page. So let's look at this picture. These pictures look like the present, and it kind of looks like what's happening now. Let's read.
Schools have changed a lot since then. Today, you have classes for each grade and libraries full of books. You can use modern technology like tablets and whiteboards to learn reading, math, and other subjects. You can even use the internet to discover new things.
Today, many classrooms have technology that helps kids learn and makes it fun.
So now, look at this. Look at this picture. It says, look at this picture of this girl. She's learning from both a book and a tablet. That's kind of how we're learning now. Even though before we had to stay at home, even before that, we would use our iPads 2 times a week. And we would have computer time. Remember that? But now that things have changed, you're learning completely through technology. So you're learning from either your parents' phone or from a tablet or from a computer. That's how you're learning. So now school has changed, but we're still able to learn. So I'll read this part right here and then we'll go to this page, okay? So schools have changed a lot since then. Today you have classes for each grade and libraries full of books. You can use modern technology like tablets and whiteboards to learn reading, math, and other subjects. You can even use the internet to discover new things. And that's what we're doing now. We're using the internet to discover new things. All right, so let's look at the next page.
Robots will let kids talk to friends at lunch, take part in math games, and help with classroom pets.
Schools will keep changing. In the future, the books you use will probably be on your laptop or tablet. When kids are too sick to come to school, robots will help them be there in the classroom with two-way video even when kids are home. They won't miss a thing.
Wow, isn't that funny? This is saying, so I'll read it and then we'll go through it, okay? It says, schools will keep changing. In the future, the books you use will probably be on your laptop or tablet. Now, you can get a bunch of books online. Look at this. So if we go down here on our Class Dojo page, you can click on online books right here. And there you go. We have all these books that you can read online. You can read Where the Wild Things Are, The Very Hungry Caterpillar, which I'm sure you read in kindergarten. You just click on it, and it takes you to the book. That is so cool. So if you ever want to look at books online, just go to Class Dojo and find the page that says online books, and you can click on any of these. Isn't that great? So now, oh, wrong page. It also says, when kids are too sick to come to school, robots will help them be there in the classroom. Now, we don't have robots yet. I don't have a robot at my house, and I don't think you do either. But what we're using right now, because even though I hope you're not too sick and I'm not too sick, even though we're not sick, the world is kind of sick right now. And because the world is sick right now, we are not able, because of this virus, we are not able to be together. But just like how they're saying a robot can help a sick child learn even though they're at home, right now what's happening is technology is helping us learn at home because other people are sick and we don't want to get sick. We're learning from home. And that's an awesome thing. So it's kind of like our school is in the future right now because they're saying this will happen in the future. But right now, we're learning like this in the present. We're learning through technology right now. Let's keep reading. With two-way video, even when kids are home, they won't miss a thing. Well, look at this. You're looking at a video. Well, this is a one-way video because only you can see me. I can't see you. But I'm really happy that I'm still able to be with you all in your homes right now because I'm teaching. So now that our story is done, what I would like you to do, well, let me just make sure this story is done. Yep. So what I would like you to do is I'd like you to draw a picture. Now, I'll show you my picture first. This is my picture. I drew a picture of the past and the present. So at the top of the picture, I want you to draw past and present. On the left side, so on this side right here, I want you to draw something that looks like an old school, a school of the past. And I'll show you real quick. This is something of a school of the past. So you can draw a picture that maybe looks like this. I just drew mine very quickly, so it doesn't look exactly like that picture, but it still works. So draw a school of the past. So I drew a few kids at their desks, and it's all black and white. And I drew the teacher up front here. And then at the bottom, I have a line right here, and it says, the schools of the past were blank. Okay? Now, on this side, on the right side, what I would like you to do is write present. Present means right now, what's happening right now. And what I did is I drew myself right here on the computer, and I said, hi, everyone. And then I have a bunch of other kids on their computers and tablets, and they're all saying hi. So this is how we're learning now. this is how people learned in the past. They learned all at long desks, and maybe they didn't have air conditioning, they didn't have books, they did not have all of these things that we needed. And they also had all these kids from all the different grades. So first, second, third, fourth, fifth, all in one classroom. Instead of first grade, second grade, third grade, all the kids of all ages were in one classroom. So schools of the past were very different. But today, our school kind of looks like this. So this is what I drew. You could draw something different. If you want to draw, so for the past, if you want to draw something that looks like this, that's totally okay. If for the present you want to draw maybe you're kind of like a robot looking in, learning from our lesson, or maybe what you want to do is you want to draw you looking at your computer saying, "Hi, Miss Chacon," or something like that. We're going to draw how we learn today. So you're going to draw a picture of the past and a picture of the present. And then at the bottom, you're going to write, the schools of the past were blank. So tell me, what were the schools of the past? What did they have? Were they different because they had no air conditioning? They had all grade levels in them. They did not have a lot of books. Tell me one sentence about what the schools of the past were. Tell me how it was different from today. Then what you're going to write at the bottom of this picture is today's schools. Now today's schools have what? Today's school, so we can say in today's school we're using a computer to learn. So I'm using a computer to teach you, and you're using maybe a tablet or something like that to learn from me. So you're going to write one sentence about the past and one sentence about today. So the past, if we go past, and today. So today. Now, your sentence does not have to look like this. I was just trying to help you out. Your sentence does not have to look like this. You don't have to say today's schools. You can say, I learned today from the computer, watching videos from Miss Chacon. Or for the past, you can say, in the past, schools did not have books. And then you could say, today I get books from my computer and from Class Dojo. So you can write many different things, but all you need to do is draw a picture of the past, a picture of the present, a sentence of the past, and a sentence of the present. And then what you're going to do, you're going to take your picture, go on Class Dojo. You can either message it to me, you could send me a picture, or you can do through your portfolio. You can upload a picture or a drawing, whatever you'd like, or you can even email it to me. And that's it for today. That's our lesson for today. If you have any questions, you can message me through Class Dojo. Remember, be as creative as you want to be. Your picture does not have to look like mine. Your sentence does not have to look like mine. But remember, we need something from the past. So what we need is a picture and a sentence about the schools of the past, and a picture and a sentence about today's school. How do we learn today? Okay, my friends? Also, remember to check Class Dojo in the morning and at night. We post a lot of fun things that you should all know about. We have our YouTube videos, fun things. Remember to send me your homework so that you can get dojo points. And remember, if you don't understand a lesson, you can always look back and say, okay, what was happening here? So you can go to my YouTube channel. It is right here. And you could go to look here and you can say, here's math lessons and here's language arts lessons. Okay, my friends? I miss you all, and I hope you stay safe, stay well. Remember, this is not going to be forever. This is just for a small amount of time. We're not going to be in our houses forever. I know it feels like it, but just stay positive And if you need anything, just let me know. Okay, have a great day. Bye-bye.